I've been shot down, talked about. Some people scandalize my name. Well, here I am, talking about Jesus just the same. I've been knocked down, kicked around, but like a moth drawn to the flame. Well, here I am, talking about Jesus just the same. Whoa, you wanna talk about my life? Well, listen to me. You got your backs all backwards. 1, 2, 3. Spreading rumors and gossip is a real bad game. The only name to spread is Jesus' name. I've been knocked down, kicked around, but like a moth drawn to the flame. Here I am, talking about Jesus, brother. Here I am, talking about Jesus, sister. Here I am, talking about Jesus just the same. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I grew up in a black neighborhood, and the music I heard was black, and the church I went to was black. And I began to write songs and sing them. So my music is black, but I am white. So it sounds like rock and roll, the same way Elvis Presley sang black music, but they called it rock and roll. But this is church music. This is black gospel music.
I was born and raised an orphan in a land that once was free, in a land that poured its love out on the moon. And I grew up in the shadows of your silos filled with grain, but you never helped to fill my empty spoon. And when I was 10, you murdered law with courtroom politics, and you learned to make a lie sound just like truth. But I know you better now, so I don't fall for all your tricks. And you've lost the one advantage of my youth. You kill a black man at midnight just for talking to your daughter. Then you make his wife your mistress, and you leave her without water. And the sheet you wear upon your face is the sheet your children sleep on. At every meal you say a prayer you don't believe, but still you keep on. And your money says in God we trust, but it's against the law to pray in school. You say we beat the Russians to the moon, and I say you starved your children to do it. You were far across the ocean while the war was not your own. While you were winning theirs, you almost lost the one at home. Did you really think the only way to bring about real peace was to sacrifice your children and kill all your enemies? Your politicians all make speeches while your newsmen all take notes, and they exaggerate false issues as they shove them down our throats. Is it really up to them whether this country sinks or floats? Well, I wonder who would lead us if none of us would vote. My phone is tapped, my lips are chapped from whispering through the fence. You know every move I make, or is that just coincidence? Will you try to make my way of life a little less like jail if I promise to make tapes and slides and send them through the mail? And your money says in God we trust, but it's against the law to pray in school. You say we beat the Russians to the moon. I say you starved your children to do it. You say all men are equal, all men are brothers. Then why are the rich more equal than others? Don't ask me for the answers, I've only found one. That a man leaves his darkness when he follows the sun. I want the people to know that he saved my soul, but I still like to listen to the radio. They say rock and roll is wrong, we'll give you one more chance. I say I feel so good, I'm gonna get up and dance. I know what's right, I know what's wrong, I don't confuse it. Well, all I'm really trying to say is why should the devil have all the good music? I feel good every day, yeah, yeah. Jesus is a rock and he rolled my blues away. They say to cut my hair, they're driving me insane. I grew it out long to make room for my brain. Sometimes people don't understand. They say, what's a good boy doing in a rock and roll band? Hey, there's nothing wrong or evil about playing blues licks. Yeah, but if you got the Bible, show me to my face. Why should the devil have all the good music? There's nothing wrong with what I play. Ah! Jesus did the rock and he rolled my blues away. Yes, he did. All right. I'm not knocking the hymns. Just give me a song that has a beat. I'm not knocking the hymns. Just give me something that moves my feet. I don't like some of those funeral marches. I ain't dead yet. Well, Jesus told the truth and Jesus showed the way. There's one more thing I'd like to say. They nailed him to the cross and they laid him in the ground, but they should have known you can't keep a good man down. That's right. You can't keep a good man down. I walk in the spirit and I pray, and all I'm really trying to say is why should the devil have all the good music? I feel good every day, yeah, yeah. Jesus is the rock and he roll my blues. Jesus is the rock and he roll your blues. Jesus is the rock and he rolled our blues away, yeah. Oh, 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 wow, 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 wow. It's snowing tonight here in Norway. And if you look up at the sky, you can see these white spots moving down. And some night, when the world has gotten very old and the wars have gotten to be too many, we will look up in the sky and we will see bright lights coming down to earth. He's an unidentified flying object. You will see him in the air. He's an unidentified flying object. You will drop your hands and stare. You will be afraid to tell your neighbors. They might think that it's not true. But when they open up the morning papers, they will know they've seen him too. And he will come back like he promised, with the price already paid. He will gather up his followers and take us all away. He's an unidentified flying object. He will sweep down from the sky. He's an unidentified flying object. Some will sleep but will not die. He's an unidentified flying object coming back to take you home. He's an unidentified flying object. He will roll away your stone. And if there's life on other planets, I'm sure that he must know. And he's been there once already and has died to save their soul. He's an unidentified flying object. You will see him in the air. He's an unidentified flying object. You will drop your hands and stare. He's an unidentified flying object coming back to take you home. He's an unidentified flying object. He will roll away your stone. This is a song they used to sing in America in the church until they found out that I wrote it. When you know a pretty story, you don't let it go unsaid. You tell it to your children as you tuck them into bed. And when you know a wonderful secret, you tell it to your friends. Tell them that a lifetime filled with Jesus is like a street that never ends. You sing that sweet, sweet song of salvation and let your laughter fill the air. You sing that sweet, sweet song of salvation. Ooh, tell the people everywhere. You got to sing that sweet, sweet song of salvation to every man in every nation. Sing that sweet, sweet song of salvation and let the people know that Jesus cares. Ba-ba. Take a look around you as you sing it. There are people everywhere. And to those who stop to listen, your sweet song might become their prayer. So when you know a wonderful secret, ooh, you tell it to your friends. Tell them that a lifetime filled with, you know who is like a street that never ends. All right, it's your turn. It's your turn. Sing that sweet, sweet song of salvation and let your laughter. This is my part here. You don't sing this part. You sing this part. Sing that sweet, sweet song of salvation and tell the people everywhere. You got to sing that song of salvation. Yeah, to every man in every nation. Sing that sweet, sweet song of salvation. And let the people know that Jesus cares. Ba-ba, ba, ba-ba. Na 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 Take a look around you as you sing it. There are people everywhere. And to those who stop to listen, your sweet song just might become their prayer. So when you know a wonderful secret, just tell it to your friends. Tell them that a lifetime filled with Jesus is like a street that never ends. Everybody sing, now you sing that sweet, sweet song of salvation, and let your laughter fill the air. Sing that sweet, sweet song of salvation to the people everywhere. You got to sing that song of salvation to President Bush in the United Nations. Sing that sweet, sweet song of salvation, and let the people know that Jesus cares. You got to let the people know that Jesus cares. You know He does. He died for us to set us free from our sins. All we gotta do is open up and let Him in. You can come to this beautiful church and sit in those chairs, or go out into the streets and let the people know that Jesus really cares. Let them know everywhere you go, even in the falling snow. Let them know. You got to let the people know that Jesus cares. Yeah, you let the people know that Jesus cares. Let the people know that Jesus cares. Whoa. It's your turn. All right. That's great. Alice Cooper is a drag queen, Bowie's somewhere in between. Other bands are looking mean, me, I'm trying to stay clean. I don't dig the radio, don't like what the charts pick. Rock and roll may not be dead, but it's getting sick. All over the world, disc jockeys talk the same. Every town I play is like the town from where I came. Well, the Rolling Stones are millionaires, the Flower Children pallbearers. Beatles said all you need is love, then they broke up. I'll never break up. Jimmy took an overdose, Janis followed so close. The whole music scene and all the bands are pretty comatose. This time last year, people didn't want to hear. They looked at Jesus from afar, now they call him superstar. Dear John, never mind. I've been listening to some of Paul's new albums. Never mind. Well, it's 1973. I wonder who we're gonna see. Who's in power now? I think I'll turn on the TV. The man on the news said China's gonna beat us. We shot all our leaders. There's no one left to lead us. We need a solution, some kind of salvation. Let's send some people to the moon and gather information. They brought back a big bag of rocks. Only cost $247 billion. Must be nice rocks. Well, you think it's such a sad thing when you see a fallen king, and then you find out they're only princes to begin with. Everybody's got to choose whether they'll win or lose, follow God or sing the blues, and who they're gonna sin with. What a mess the world is in. I wonder who began it. Don't ask me, I'm only visiting this planet. I was playing guitar at 34th and M when a man said, "Are you him?" I said, "Am I who?" He said, "I don't know." So ineluctably I gave him a scenario. I said, "Jump back in time, back to 68. I didn't have a dime. I was more poor than I'd ever been, and I was living like an orphan in the city of sin." Capitol Records, Hollywood and Vine, I was following God, I was feeling fine. I was standing on the corner, preaching in the streets, an ancient message to a modern beat. My hair was long, I might have dressed like a bum, but my music made it clear where I was coming from and where I'm going to when my life is done. Well, have you seen your brother, baby, standing in the sun? Do the bam bam, 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 bam 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 bam. A man shall come in the middle of troubled times, and he shall establish peace that is not really peace, and he shall unify the world. Already we see one money coming into the EC community, and when this is successful, they shall try it in other countries too, to have one money, so there's not a fluctuating economy, no diminished value in the money of your country. And if one money works, why not one world, one people, one government, one leader? And this man shall come. The Bible says he shall set himself up as a good man, as a king, president. But then he shall be revealed as a man of evil and darkness. And only the force of heaven can stop him. And when Armageddon occurs in the Middle East, and the battles are too great for anyone to stop, then Jesus will have to stop this battle of Armageddon. Is it beginning now? Is this the first sign, the first leaf falling off of a tree that is dying? What you see happening in the Middle East? In the midst of the war, he offered us peace. He came like a lover from out of the east, with the face of an angel and the heart of a beast. His intentions were 666. He walked up to the temple with gold in his hand, and he bought off the priests and propositioned the land, and the world was his harlot and laid in the sand while the band played 666. La 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 la. We served at his table and slept on the floor, but he starved us and beat us and nailed us to the door. Well, I'm ready to die, I can't take anymore, and I'm sick of his lies and his tricks. You know he told us he loved us, that was a lie. There was blood in his pockets and death in his eyes, and my number is up and I'm ready to die. If the band will play six, if the band will play 660, if the band will play 666. If I were a singer, I would sing my songs for you, and my pen would write down all the truth you're made of. And the only songs that I would sing would be about your love. Oh, if I were the blue sky, my winds would blow for you, and I'd rain upon the earth with heavy showers. And I would rage with hurricanes to make men cower, make them look up and watch me till that unexpected hour, when you come again from heaven's hidden tower. Oh, these are troubled days, and I want to live my life in a special way. These are troubled days. I want to give my life to you and show your way. Well, if I were a forest, if I only had one tree, I'd still stand above the land and stretch toward heaven. And I'd look out, reach out to the children of your kingdom, and be a shelter in the safety of the mountain, and let them satisfy their thirst from hidden fountains. Oh, these are troubled days, and I want to live my life in a special way. These are troubled days, and I want to give my life to you and show your way. If I were a singer, I would sing my songs for you, and my pen would write down all the truth you're made of. And the only songs that I would sing would be about your love. I would sing it till the faithless ones believed it, and the children of your wayward church received it. I would sing it to the governments and leaders, and to the writers who have misled all the readers. I would sing it though they jailed me and they killed me. Let them empty me of life, for you have filled me. You have filled me.
Kampen for tilværelsen.